From the shadows of the stream where chaos reigns and memes are born, rises a warrior with feathers sharp, a webbed god of digital storm. With joystick might and beak of steel, he strikes with deadly aim. The legend of the quaking doom, SeDUCKtiveMe is the name. In a pond of pixelated fate, he swims alone, he seals your fate. When the ducks begin to fly, you'll hear his battle cry. Quack of war, a stream ignites, he conquers games with thunder bites. Quack, quack and kill, a mallet's wrath, a blood chill thrill. From dawn to dusk in rage he flies, SeDUCKtiveMe the world defies. Quack, quack and kill, he dies, he strikes, he owns the will. He's got a stash of battle snacks and caffeine in his veins. No move survives his judgment, no lag shall break his chains. In feathers cloaked with a headset crowned, his aura melts the screen. A pixel prince, a mallard king, the sovereign of the stream. Feathered fury, lightning roar, he storms the gate of every lore. Enemies tremble, viewers scream, all hail the duck that owns the steam! His wrath ignites with iron will and streamer rights. Quack, quack, quack and kill, he hunts, he blasts with savage skill. No mercy given, no game too steep, he'll dive on dolphins in their sleep. From cyber depths he'll always be the one true beast, SeDUCKtiveMe. Quack, quack, quack and kill, the duck commands obey his will. Quack, 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 quack and kill, quack, quack. Yo, it's the duck with the luck, SeDUCKtiveMe on the mic. Get ready, it's about to get wild. Came from the pond with a mission in mind. Fire in his eye, no fear to find. Feathers on point, he's sharp with the skill. Streams heating up, better buckle up, chill. He's dodging, he's rolling, new fallen shame. One shot, one whack, then he's taking the game. From the first login to the victory screen, SeDUCKtiveMe's the real duck king. Quackity quack quack, raise or fall, give it all. There is always yet another chain. Raise or fall, reach the goal, and you'll never be the same. And you'll never be the same. Late night rides, all the service of fate. Dropping beats and boss kills, never too late. Cats blowing up, they can't get enough. Duck's got the moves, wings flying tough. A map, a quest, another test, no rest, just flex. He's the best of the best. Funk 1 HP to legend back game. He's the storm, the stream is supreme. Whack and kill, yo. Quackity quack quack. Raise or fall, give it all. There is always yet another lane. Raise or fall, reach the goal, and you'll never be the same. SeDUCKtiveMe on the rise, no breaks, just fight. Another game, another night. Quackity quack, let's go. Tragedy quack. From the shadows of the stream, where chaos reigns and memes are born, rises a warrior with feathers sharp, a webbed god of digital storm. With joystick, might, and beak of steel, he strikes with deadly aim. The legend of the quacking doom, SeDUCKtiveMe is the name. In a pond of pixelated fate, he swims alone, he seals your fate. When the ducks begin to fly, you'll hear his battle cry. Quack of war, the stream ignites. He conquers, gains with thunder bites. Quack, quack, quack and kill. A mallard's wrath, a blood-chill thrill. From dawn to dusk, in rage he flies. SeDUCKtiveMe, the world defies. Quack, quack, quack and kill. He dives, he strikes, he owns the will. He's got a stash of battle snacks and caffeine in his veins. No noob survives his judgment, no lag shall break his chains. In feathers cloaked with headset crowned, his aura melts the screen. A pixel prince, a mallard king, the sovereign of the stream. Feathered fury, lightning roar, he storms the gates of every lore. Enemies tremble, viewers scream, all hail the duck that owls the stream. Quack-a-war, his wrath ignites, with iron will and streamer rights. Quack, quack, quack and kill, he hunts, he blasts, with savage skill. No mercy given, no game to steep. He'll dive bomb bosses in their sleep. From cyber depths, he'll always be the one true beast. SeDUCKtiveMe. Quack, quack, quack and kill. The duck commands, obey his will. Oh, chow! Quack, quack, quack and kill. Quack, quack, quack and kill. Kawaii for SeDUCKtiveMe.
Okay, hello everyone.
Lights begin to glow, the realm of games prepares. The sacred mic is waiting. There's magic in the air. From digital domains to realms both strange and new, he rides the storm of laughter, and all shall follow too. The countdown's near, your heart shall cheer. The duck returns, so gather here.
Hello everyone and happy Friday. Today I'm going to play a new horror game named Stanley Says. It's a free game, appeared yesterday for download in Steam, so I decided to give it a try. So far, I'm not really excited by what I'm seeing. You count an outpaced band years ago. You go by yourself to check out why people went missing. You soon get knocked out by a strange figure near the entrance. Okay. Oh, come on, this thing is barely running.
Hello. You're probably wondering why you just woke up in this strange place. Well, this is Stanley's World, a fun place where family and friends can play while the adults sit back and relax. Before we get started with anything, you are currently trespassing, so please make your way through the doors to the check-in.
No, this thing is barely running. I cannot play it. Okay, I'm really interested. What are the actual requirements of this thing? Okay. The requirements are not high, so I'm not sure why I cannot turn the game. Just delete it and never return to this game, okay? So, okay, I'm not in mood to be playing anomaly hunting games tonight, so So instead, let's start playing a really classical horror game. Oh wow, what happened just now? There are things I need of you, things you might not understand and might not wish to do, but please do not make the same mistake I did. My father, Howard, deserted me before I was born. I could claim the loss of my mother, and the letter I received after her funeral blinded me to what I had to do. It would be a lie. Human nature sealed my downfall. My name is Philip. If we are lucky, then by the time you receive this, I will be dead. If fate frowns, we all perish. How I can decrease it? Way better. Game must be restarted. Okay, I will start the game. And let's start it again. All right. Let's just start. My story began in February year 2000.
For my part in this allegory, I'm not going to make the same mistakes my father made. Howard vanished from my mother's life before I was even in it, so when he sent me a letter a few days after Mum's funeral, it was the first I'd ever heard from him. Pity he was dead. Writing from beyond the grave must be a genetic habit in my bloodline. His letter contained a key, instructions, pleas for forgiveness. I figured the dead don't have much use for absolution, so I turned to his prophetic passing, which he inexplicably expected to come any day. Clearly averse to explanations, my father preferred to leave directions to a bank on Mayfair I'd never even heard of. In that bank was a safety deposit box in his name, and myself as executor. Of course, I went, as he knew I would. I discovered that despite the evidence, he'd been legally declared dead almost 30 years ago, and so the old book and collection of notes I found had, in the eyes of the law, been mine all this time. My father's instructions were to burn the documents, raise no further questions. But that was his error. No man's immune to the shameful trappings of curiosity, and my humanity got the better of me. The university I taught at was world renowned for two things: physics and linguistics. I represented the first, and the man who stood for the second was stumped by my recent acquisition. The book was indecipherable. The notes, however, showed a location somewhere in uninhabited northern Greenland. It took me almost a year to book the last flight I'd ever take. As I watched civilization disappear along with Heathrow, I realised my father had disappeared 3 decades ago, almost to the day, and I considered in turn what it was that I was leaving behind. We landed on a strip of ice a few feet wide, and within minutes I was pulling away on a chartered boat, beginning the 12-hour journey that would lead me into my past.
That would lead me into my past. Interesting. Oh my eyes. This game is really old. Finally, we're almost docked. I better stow my gear. I might be far from home, but chances are I can still pick things up using left mouse, and I can take a closer look at things using right mouse. I'm certain this map is a good decade or so out of date, but landmarks don't change much in Greenland, so I've got a pretty decent idea of where I'm heading. Okay, this is my notebook. Whiskey. Empty. Shame. Well, my glass is not empty, so cheers. Can we take this can of soup? Was right. Okay. Batteries. Okay, so I can actually pick up things and move them around. That's nice. Dearest Eric, just a quick note before you set sail and leave me once again. I left you a little something to remember me by in the chest at the foot of your bed. I really don't know why you still only have one bed on board, taking shift because it's no regular rest, but what does a fisherman's wife know of life at sea? I'll be praying every night for you to make the catch you need so that you can come home to me safely, and soon. Please don't be gone for 5 weeks like last time. I know I might nag sometimes, but I do love you, you know. I've watched those overalls of yours. I know you'll get her covered. Oh, and we can actually break things by just dropping them. Good to know. As I stepped off the boat, setting out into the blizzard that has formed around me, I realized how utterly devoted I'd been to the discovery of my father's past. I had no idea what to expect. Soon enough, my concerns were justified. I don't know whether I lost my orientation or my spirit first, but I lost feeling in my extremities soon after. I knew hypothermia was setting in. I started looking for shelter. So cold. I don't know where I am. I need shelter soon. Yeah, and I need to do something about the sound. My entire head went numb a long time ago. But can I still hear the wind rolling past, or that's just some kind of animal? If I click and hold the interact button of mouse, I should just about manage to pick up the rock. The code made me weak, but I can still throw things using the examine button. Oh, okay, I need a rock to break the ice on this hatch. Okay. That was easy. What I'm hearing. Jesus, my head. I can't believe I fell that far and survived. Although, looking around, maybe I didn't. What is this place? Fuck me if I know what this is. A steel rod. Fair. It's stuck. There must be something in the way. Okay, I'm over. It's 24 ration pack, long past its sell by date. Okay, so I found a hammer. Not pretty sure what to do with a hammer. Oh. Not sure if I can break something with those. Yeah, let's see if I can go and break the door that way. Nope. Can I? Okay. And then can jump and crouch. Okay, I'm not that stupid. I'm not that stupid. Am I freezing? What is happening? What's that? What happened here? Oh, I came from this place. Okay, cool. Now, what's that? It looks like some kind of industrial mechanism. So there's a hole in the center and a way to operate it. A hole in the center. A hole in the center. That's interesting. So searching for something for this hole. Oh. I came from here. Did I? Okay, one more flare. Not quite sure what is happening. Ah, gotcha. Um, what if I try? Nope. I'm not doing anything with that. Okay. Nope. It feels pretty comfortable. Okay, and now what? Ah, okay. And I guess I just jump. Whatever I was descending into, it was 100 feet below ground, protected by two solid metal hatches located in remote Arctic wilderness and buried beneath the snow. I didn't know what to expect, but it made me feel something I hadn't felt since I was a child. I'd never given it much thought before, but I realized that our entire society is a network of safety nets. Emergency services at the end of a phone line, health and safety in the workplace, friends, family, lovers. All there, if something goes wrong, part of a carefully designed structure to prevent all but the most mundane of emotions. Once again, I felt like I did when I was in school, surrounded by a closing ring of older kids, knowing anyone that might help me, friends, parents, teachers, were too scared or too far away. I just don't know, just in case. There could be anything going down here. Heroics are for Hollywood actors and fairy tales. I'm not taking any chances. If I face off against anything down here, I won't waste a second. Caution and stealth are my only defenses now. If anyone or anything hears me, I'd best off staying low and out of sight until I know whether or not it's a threat. Crouching by pressing left control will give me the chance to hide in shadows. I'll know I've got it right because of the blue tint in my vision. Plus, I should be quiet enough that I won't be hurt unless something's right to topple me. Better remember to shoot off any white sources though. Okay. I'm stuck on top. I need to get out. My location? Okay. Office, explosive, northern area, workshop, storage. And where I need to go? Where I need to go and what I need to do? Let's say I need to go in this direction. storage room. Office. Let's see if I can enter this office. Okay, things to do. Things to check. So much history in this place that have been words and left to decompose. A bottle of backstream might come in handy. I'm not sure what is backstream though. Smoky. Copenhagen Post, Monday, 17th of August, 1930. Psychotropic deposit at the bottom of that mine. Researchers at the University of Copenhagen have suggested that mine-altering chemicals naturally sown into the rock might be the cause of high suicide rates at the Greenland mine. The university, which has recently been conducting studies into isolated communities, first became interested in the workers of the northwestern red mine last year. They discovered that even taking into account Greenland's naturally higher suicide rate, local figures for the last 100 years were abnormally high, at 46 deaths per 100,000 populace, compared to the national average of 29. On further investigation, experts diagnosed in many of the miners symptoms in common with the earlier stage of paranoid schizophrenia. This has prompted researchers to hypothesize that the natural deposit of lysergic acid, a pH 4 formula recently discovered to have hallucinogenic properties, might be present in the rocks. Few workers were conducted to interview, but those who agreed to speak had their own explanation. Inuit spirits known as the Two of God live in the mountains. The university is awaiting the results of chemical testing. Studies continue. Okay. Empty. Empty. It's a military report dated 1945. A lot of reading. 15th of August 1945. Command Bunker Emergency Airstrip Zoo. Weekly report. Another unremarkable week in Greenland. A regular supply shipment received, standard emergency drills carried out, routine runway maintenance completed. I have ordered maintenance to be carried out twice weekly from here on in due to increased snowfall. One wounded. The one wounded figure is no cause of concern back in London. The Germans haven't extended their front line by 4,000 miles. Two of my men were caught manufacturing cherry bombs in our workshop armory and succeeded in blowing off a couple of fingers. I take partial responsibility for this, in that I allowed them to access to the demolition manual keep in storeroom and assured that there were no ingredients. As a precautionary measure, I have now locked up all that manuals in the chest in my office and will keep the key on my person at all times. Needless to say, both men have been disciplined, and the injured man has been sent home for medical care. I cannot help but think that a more suitable punishment would have been for him to stay out here, but the matter is out of my hands. This base is so disconnected sometimes. I feel as if this war could end and we might not even hear about it out here. Supplies acquisition order. Dynamite for excavation purposes. 7 bayonets. Not necessary in my opinion, but procedure states that we should have a full complement. 1 industrial ice pick for removing the damp ice that forms on the external hatch. 1 pair of reading glasses, category 7C. An order for myself. My glasses are in rather a poor state of repair and could do with replacing. The conditioning of the mine continues to progress. The structure is being fortified from potential bomb damage, and excavation of previously caved in areas is going ahead. One point of curiosity is some kind of archaeological find, an artifact buried in earth and discovered by one of the work teams. Later this evening, after martial duty, I shall take a closer look at the artifact. It appears to be man-made and may have working parts inside. I shall remove what looks like the front cover and see if I can discover the source of the light which constantly emanates from it. Chief NCO and Major. Ooh, that's the artifact. I'm pretty sure about it. Okay, so this key is not for here. Can we open those? Hey, Lazo, how are you? Oh, what's that? More batteries, yay. It's not an anomaly game. I'm kinda tired of them. Okay. What actually happened? A man. An old man watching something unseen. He is strange and yet he is no stranger. Never seen before, still I know this man before me is Howard. I call him father. What the hell? What just happened? I don't know if that was such a good idea. I might never get used to that. Can I just take it in my inventory? Nope. It's an old artifact. Okay, and I cannot take it in my inventory. Blah 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 blah. Looting wooden shells must be added to moisture to hate. Okay. More fire. I need the key. Okay, we have the key. And is it empty? Oh no, there's a book inside. Big book of explosives. 1923 edition. Chapter 1.3 Black Match Fuse. The black match fuse is one of the oldest, simplest, and most reliable fuses used in modern pyrotechnics. It is easy to create, essentially consisting of just string and gunpowder, but be warned, the chemicals concerned will stain clothing, and as always, due concern is advised. Materials required: string, black gunpowder, and backstring. The string should be coated with a thin layer of backstring, which acts as adhesive. The string is then carefully rolled in the gunpowder and left to dry at least a couple of minutes before use. Chapter 2.1 Dynamite. Invented by Alfred Nobel in 1966, dynamite is commonly used in construction, mining, and demolition. It was proved to be safer to handle than alternatives such as pure nitroglycerin, provided that is, it has been properly stored. Over time, the explosive component of dynamite, supposedly made safe by the presence of the diatom, was a tendency to whip, making an old box of the explosive liable to detonate on contact. Something is telling me that sooner or later in this game I will need to create my own explosives. What's that? First aid kit. Painkillers. Okay. Empty. What's that? Beef jerky, not without aroma. Well, this place has been abandoned for 50 years, so I don't really want to imagine the aroma. But apparently it's something we can eat. More jerky. Okay. We Perhaps it's not the smartest move, but can I drop this on my own head? Nope. I'm not suicidal. It's a picture of a British platoon. It must date back to World War II. I suppose this mine was converted into some kind of bunker. Okay. Oh god, is there something else? I can't just wait here for the yeah, but I know that I can actually kill it with a rock. Or maybe I can't. Nope. I will. I will go for a quick smoke and then I will deal with the doggy. Be right back. Cheers. Okay, I'm back. And our frosty adventure can proceed, but first I need to drink something. Way better. Am I hidden? I've never been that scared in my life. Okay, so my guy will panic if I stay close to the enemies. Now, I need a bit of explanation. If this mine has been sealed for 50 years, how this awful dog or whatever it is survived here? It's locked. Let me check the map. I can go to the storage. I guess. What's that? So, the message was there's still some paraffin inside this oil lamp, which means that perhaps I can find a way to light it up. Okay, I'm inside the storage room. Ice white paint. Is that just a box with rocks? Okay, painkillers. Another artifact. It was different but the same that time, like I had some more control, but over what? I'm hearing some kind of... It's locked. Out of curiosity, can I? Can I break the door with the rock? Hi dude, good evening, how are you? No, cannot break the door. Um, mm, Dusty nails, dusty nails. Oh, there is a hatch inside. Let's move one more rock. And can we do something about this? You're sick again. Oh my dear, that's not good. There should be a reason why I went to this hatch. Was that a spider? Fuck's sake, I hate spiders. I can't say yes or no because I frankly don't remember. Is that something dead? A horrible sigh. Luckily it's moving fast, or else the smell would have been awful. Dead end. Die dusty outbacks. I begin to regret still in the hope that the great work we have undertaken here might one day be on scientific value despite the chaos which has ensued in the 6 hours previous. My aim is to remain secure until what help there may be arrived, and to that end I have barricaded myself into a small workshop area in the abandoned part of the mine. I hope that the meager food rations here will keep me alive and that those I hide from will not jeopardize that. Perhaps this mine really is cursed. It's almost precisely 30 years since the incident that brought us here, and now 30 years on, fate has struck again. No worries, it's not a problem that you're asking, dude. I just don't remember, frankly. Day 3. I forecasted that today the rescue crews would arrive, but I can only hypothesize that they would be unaware of my location and hence busy themselves evacuating the other survivors. If they have not arrived by tomorrow, I will go out in search of them. Something is telling me that this dude hasn't had any help. Day 6. My first mistake was to make assumptions of the murder of rescue. My second mistake was to make assumptions on the safety of this mine. My third mistake was to act on both those assumptions in going outside my safe haven. My best estimate is that I left the workshop where I was secured about 2 days ago in search of fate, and I have found only danger. I approached the outer living quarters, but curiously, could find no sign of wife whatsoever. I returned in what I thought was the direction from which I had come, but soon found myself in an unfamiliar locale. Confused but focused, I attempted to make my way home, but found myself threatened by some species of feral creature, which seems to have made this old mine its home. Although the specimen bore significant interest to me, I chose to retreat, only to find myself outmaneuvered and outnumbered by the beasts. I turned and ran, injuring my ankle in the process, which I believe now is most likely a sprain rather than a fracture. For some time I cowered and threatened to attack, but a few hours ago I discovered a door leading to a smaller, disused part of the mine, the key for which I still have in my pocket. Within that area I discovered a storeroom, and I think it should keep me safe for some time. The place is a maze. My lesson learned. I will not venture out again until I am certain the area is safe. Day 19. Rescue seems increasingly unrealistic. Supply is diminishing. Lots of spiders in this place. I do not like spiders. Me neither. I hate spiders. Day 34. I got one of the cursed eight-legged beasts nesting in my open mouth. Ugh. Really? Dude. Ugh. Nesting in my open mouth when I woke up this morning. In my surprise, I swallowed. It's not so much the act of swallowing which concerns me, but the genus of the arachid. It would be unlikely that a cave-dwelling spider would be venomous to any significant degree, but the possibility troubles me all the same. Day 35. Any known venom sorry, any known venom would have affected me by now, and so today is the first minor cause for celebration I have had since the incident. By lucky coincidence, this revelation also means I have discovered a virtually inexhaustible supply of fuck, dude, are you the fucking Bear Grylls? Is you eat spiders? I intend to venture into the basement beneath the storeroom in name of science to discover more about those creatures' natural habitat. Day 50. For 4 days now, I have been surviving solely on the quite considerable sustenance provided by the Bleh. Bleh. How? I hate spiders. If I have to survive eating spiders, I am a dead man. For some time I was struggling to gather enough of the crunchy little morsels. However, Lady Luck smiled on me once more when the batteries of my torch died, and I made the second life-saving finding. The creature's natural habitat is the dark. With my light now diminished, I need only to lie still for a few minutes, and I will have attracted enough of the beast for a rather hearty meal. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Fuck no. Yeah, I have heard only good things about this game, and I never played before. The steam could pierce the flesh from bone in an instant. I know, I've seen it happen. So I have to be, like, quick. What do we have in here? If it weren't for the size of the pieces, I would say that looks like eggshells. I don't think I was in the boiler room yet. Day 71. My earlier assumptions of the benign nature of my cellmates may have been made in error. After a careful autopsy, I am concerned that there may be a small volume of natural chemicals stored in the stomach, which, if ingested regularly over a period of time, might become psychotropic, or even lethal. My only real chance is to break out of here and raid any stash of supplies I can find. However, the evidence against such a move is unsurmountable. I have no source of light. I swore to myself I wouldn't leave until I heard human voice outside. The spiders are so tasty. Oh, fucking god, no, no, no. I need to drink something. Spiders are so tasty. Tastes like a chicken. For fuck's sake. Oh, hello, best friend of Kaoyan. Good to have you here, dude. Day 100. From the marks I have been making on the walls and my script diary entries, which in the dark may amount to an illegible scroll, today is the 100th day of my new life. Over the past month, my edible friends have become more and more aggressive and have swelled in number and size. Whether or not this is the result of my bungering their ecosystem, I'm unsure. However, at this rate of growth, they will soon be too large to crawl through the gaps of the walls. For all I know, I could only be seeing the tip of the iceberg. If all fails and I am never recovered, I hope it is that my study of, and indeed involvement with, these fascinating creatures will one day be regarded as an important point in natural history. The greatest names in modern science got there more through fluke than talent, and it appears that this rule has extended itself to my discovery of this delicious new species. Ugh. I hate spiders. I only pray that the second rule deems my breakthrough too insignificant, for all great discoveries tend to consume their inventor. Anyway, I'm pretty sure this guy is dead, so... Is that like an earthquake? Can't open with the lock intact. And can we do something about it? Batteries? Nope. Nope. Fluid water gas. Okay. Okay, now we're talking. Is there anything behind? Nope. Am I like missing something? No, it's your time tired as well. It's freaking Friday night. Being tired is only natural. Well, the question is, where I need to go? What the actual fuck? Okay, so how I can... How I can go back up? Can I double this rock in here and then jump on it? No, I can't. Then maybe one of those boxes will do. How can I go back? Hello. Maybe I need one more. Ah! I'm such a smart duck. I think someone being ducked to there. I've never seen this much blood before. That was my best chance to get some answers. Internal organ, maybe an animal tongue. Oh, fuck's sake, this thing is huge. Hold on. Nothing inside. Nope. Nope. Old key. Day 200. It has been some time since I recorded any findings relating to spiders with whom I have shared my existence for the past 8 months, partly due to my enforced retreat from their basement territory. Not too long ago, their behavior became overly aggressive, and so I have attempted to barricade the main entrance to their lair and secured myself within one of the smaller rooms above it. The only one with an operational door lock. The other reason is that I have been recovering from a minor operation which I was forced to conduct myself without the aid of anesthetic. Even if I did have any anesthetic or surgical tools, I couldn't afford to be less than diligent in my work, so anesthetic was out. Surgical tools were all well and good, but although it might be becoming cold and rusty, I still trust my penknife to do the job just as well. The procedure as well itself was elementary enough, a simple amputation of a non-vital organ. I began to notice a thick glue-like substance forming on my tongue, and I was forced to accept that it had become infected through constant toxic ingestion. This fucking psycho has cut out his whole tongue. Why? Why, God, why? Day 300. Another century of days comes and goes. It seems like so long since I escaped here. At some stage since my last entry, I attempted to return from where I came. That from which I originally was fleeing seems a fate far worse than the one I now face. However, in the time since I arrived from the larger mine system, I gave in and secured blocking any further progress. I was forced to return and accept whatever end life has in store for me. I still hear my aggressive little fan scratching on the door to my cell. I can only... Hold on. Does this... No. Okay, this is the place with the tab door. This is... I wasn't here before, was I? More meat. Okay, I found a lot of meat. Why this guy was eating fucking spiders with so much meat around? About the Xbox? No, you haven't, my friend. What about the Xbox? Okay, I think there was... Seven burn games. Oh, anything good? Only 4 gigabytes. That sounds not that much. Hold on, I took a wrong turn somewhere. Workshop, storage room. So the office should be in this direction? No. I was in here. That's for sure. And I did everything I could in here. Okay. 2001 was award for Xbox. Maybe I was always a bit more of a PlayStation fan. Okay, so it pays with pirate games. That's fine. But did you find any good games for it? Okay, I'll take one of those rocks. And this door. Is it locked? Okay. Cool. No, stay coast. Stay coast. Stay coast, you motherfucker. Let's barricade myself. As this awful dog or whatever it was is still outside. Yeah, I'm trying to barricade it. I don't have the key. Okay, what was that? Workshop explosives. Something is telling me that I don't need to go where the explosives are. Ah, for fuck's sake. Okay, let's go to Barbie for your girlfriend. Is she playing computer games? This must be the only exit and it's caved in. But there's a note. I love my workshop. It is too great a hunting ground to let others gouge their faces. One cannot help but feel for those. That's. This should be the password I need. This should be the password I need. Oh, goody. 2148. However, this is saying that his mind is working backwards, so it's actually 8412. Take a note. 8412. Haha, I'm so smart. I'll go for a quick smoke, then I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Back. Why you keep missing words? I don't know, my friend. Maybe. I don't know. See, I'm drinking like a what? And I'm not missing words. So maybe you should start drinking as well. Okay, what we said. 8, 2, 8, 4, 1, 2. I'm so smart. Well, Uncle Johnny is a good thing. Did I took something from here? Yes. Another artifact. This must be tied into what's going on here. If I keep experimenting, I might discover something useful. Or have a heart attack. Could be just a piece of ice affecting the light, or more likely my imagination, but something definitely catching my eye under those rocks. Yeah, there's something beneath the rocks. Yes, it will be. It will take me some time to remove all the pieces. Is that a pickaxe? Yay! Not sure what I can use the pickaxe for, but... Okay... Are those like saw blades? What? Do I can't go to there. I can go to here though. That looks like a barricade with electricity on it, so probably not the way I need to go. One more flare. You know what? I better find a way to get over. those are too big. Maybe this? Ah, okay. At least I can go back now. Oh. Okay. So you said you have Uncle Johnny. What are you waiting for? Start drinking. Very weak and old. Jump power kick. Okay, so what was the I need to solve this thing first. Okay, I have one fuse, and what I can do with this fuse? Still not absolutely sure what I'm supposed to do now. Oh. Okay, now I remember. So I need to go back to the place where was the exit broken with turbo. Only that I don't remember the way. What was the way? What was the way? I think that was the way. This shaft caved in. Could have happened years ago. Should be risking my life like this. The wolf factor. Have to clear this obstruction somehow. Okay. Run for your life. I'm not sure if I did anything. No. Nope. Um... Do we have some other explosives? I'm dead. Ah. So I'm back where I was. I still have my dynamite. Not much else. Okay, I ran. But I didn't want anything. Hot cement mixer. Maybe I can use this big bar of TNT, like in old movie with Big Bugs Bunny. Run for your life! Okay, looks promising. When I look back, I can't think what sprinkled me to the deeper into the mind. Perhaps it was arrogance as still being alive, or something as ridiculous as facing adversity and coming out on top. Now I know I would have been better off starving or being mauled at, kick-starting the chain of events that lead me to end up here writing to you. I just hope once you understand my story, you will have what's necessary to put an end to this tale. I certainly didn't. Okay. Nothing inside this one. Nothing inside this one. Nothing behind them. Power room. The noises down here are so alien compared to the way sound travels on the surface. That Rockfall almost sounded like I was too slow. Backup system electricity power room. That's like a staircase. From the look of the thing, I guess this is the control panel of that generator. More batteries, more batteries. Another artifact. It feels as if I'm leaving the body just for a moment, but not just hovering around. It's like I do go some places. What are those things? Steelberg generator type 7Z. Congratulations on your purchase from the Type 7 product line. We are certain that you will be pleased with your new petrol-driven electrical backup system. Below are highlighted just a few of the added ethical features of the 7G model. Avoid personal wear and tear. The windshield startup motor has been replaced with a battery-driven unit. Grease in the industrial workspace can be an accident-inducing insurance nightmare, so enjoy the new increased grease control system. Electrical insulation can be expensive to install and maintain, so the economical 7G basic model arrives without, and much more. Quick start guide. Okay, so those are instructions how to start the generator. How should I know which is the proper valve for this? Well, let's just turn them off or on. All of them. Something is telling me that I'll need to write the note again. How should I fucking know which one is primary, secondary, tertiary, and so on valve? Or maybe I should just move them all. Nope. So maybe I should search for some instructions which one is what. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, maybe. Maybe I need to go down the stairs first. What's the worst that can happen? Alright. Am I stupid? There's nothing in here. What? Why? Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, at least now I know that I shouldn't go there. Hold on. There's no battery. Let me check the notes again. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, but I have no idea. There are 5 valves, and I don't know which one is the main one, which one is responsible for pressure, and so on, so on, so on. There are dogs inside, so I'm not in a hurry. But I need to find instructions, or at least more instructions for the how to operate with the thing. Batteries, fuses. In the event of emergency, all mine workers are asked to follow the standard emergency procedure detailed in the rescue service. Full sheets are provided for use. Morse code. Okay. What's that? More meat. And boom. Why the fuck I need a boom? Yeah, but I will need some kind of instructions within the game, as you know, those valves, they're not like with ABC. They have some kind of symbols on them, and I don't know which symbol means what. So first, I guess I have to walk around and search for some other things. As your instructions are turn valve once, turn B, turn C, but we have 5 different valves. Spare radio parts. Okay, what's that? Radio. I have communication radio. Okay. Mm-hmm. That sounds like a Morse code. Yeah, exactly. It sounds like a Morse code. Okay, this one is like 1. This one is like 2. And the signs of those valves, they have nothing to do with the symbols you wrote me, so something is missing. And before everything else, I need to find this battery. $137. There was one of those touch panels with keypads. Let's go and try it. 137. Okay. Oh, but I need electricity for it. I wasn't here. I was in here, but I never climbed those things. Is there anything? No. But apparently I will be able to run from the docking here. Okay, I'll try with those instructions. Snake like once, wavy lines twice. Okay. Okay, let's say those are the snake like. Then okay, and then this 2 times. And then let's say this is the main one. And then nope. Yeah, I mean, somewhere there should be instructions, you know, inside the game. As those gouges, they're not actually moving and showing anything. Yeah, well, I'll return them all in their starting position. I was down there, there's nothing there. Absolutely nothing. Okay, anyway, I think I streamed enough for today, so I will wish you a nice evening now, my dear viewers. And before I go to bed, I will find someone else who I can raid. This is of course only for the people in Twitch. My viewers in YouTube and Kick, gratefully there's not much
We passed over at TwitchCon last year.
I can do for you guys. But there's always a but. What I can do is to yeah, but the thing is that no matter how much I was telling them, there was no light or no any type of visual, you know, change. So I don't know. Anyway, I will play a bit more tomorrow as I'm kind of tired today, and who knows, tomorrow